man, he was good last night, huh? Yeah, he's really playing great. And I don't know, I watched the telecast of it, and they were really going on and on about how great he's been playing of late here. And he's in one of those grooves, man. He's making it look easy. He's doing his thing. He's getting to the free throw line. Just really playing at his own tempo and pace. Even ISO JV in the corner hit a three on him last night too. So it was he's really playing good. Yeah.
Do you think we're going to see many players play his style in the future? Like he's always had a bit of a throwback game, but I mean he's very effective with it. And
Yep.
do you think anyone out there is going to say, "I'm going to be the next DeMar DeRozan"?
Um. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think so. I think there's guys that play that style and that way, and it's still an effective way to play. I think it was. I mean, listen, we had some really top-rated offenses with him at the focal point of it. So I think it's a little bit overstated that his style doesn't fit the modern game. I think I don't think it's that fair, to be honest.
Why?
I'm not saying I don't. I'm just saying that it seems like you hear that constantly, right? And I think okay, you can say it a little bit, but to make it like his one and only theme, I think is a bit. Well, I'm not saying it's unfair. I'm just saying it's overplayed. Let's put that.
But it's just kind of like an extreme example where, like, he did try threes, put them away, almost never shoots them now, and if anything, he's become better than he's ever been.
Yeah, I mean, you guys know whenever I say it's hard to score 20 or 25 in this league, and to do it night in and night out, and to do it year after year after year, man. There's no. I got tons of respect for every guy in this league that goes out there and does it at such a consistent level, because the games are coming, the travel's coming, the media's come. There's lots to deal with, and to be able to go out there and be that good and put up those kind of numbers night in, night out for season after season, it's rare, man. It's rare.
Obviously, the three-point shot is being emphasized with most teams around the league. You mentioned yesterday that San Antonio's shooting more of them as a team, but DeMar still isn't. With you guys, when he was here, what went into that decision year in and year out? Because even here, it sort of fluctuated from year to year in terms of how much it was being emphasized specifically.
My only thing was like, we're trying to just play the math, Josh, and be more efficient. And the one thing that I think people, again, when they say, well, he doesn't shoot threes, that automatically makes him inefficient, that just isn't true, right? Because he gets to the line 14 times, and there isn't anything more efficient than that, or 10 times, or 8 times, or whatever. So that was like the thing we were trying to pare down more than anything, was not taking the mid-range, but not taking the super high degree of difficulty ones. If he got in there and it wasn't quite open, he likes that pump fake, and that's how he gets to the free throw line so much, and that was great. But if we couldn't get him to bite on that, to maybe get off of that one, and get it back and just try to limit. So, and we wanted him to shoot the three. I thought he was, I think, he was just under like 30%, 29 or something. Yeah, and then he climbed it up one year to, and that's still. I'm not much of a mathematician, but a 33% three is somewhere around a 50% too. That's a pretty good shot, right?
Still below average in terms of three-point shooting in the league, though. Is it surprising that he's never? I mean, he always said that he could shoot it. He just chose not to. But he never really shot league average or above league average. Is it a surprise, given how good he is from even a step inside of the arc, that it never really translated?
I don't know. I guess it's like, I mean, he gets to his comfort zone, right? And he's really good at that. I don't know. I guess it's like trying to ask a great classical pianist to play something else, and they don't really want to. I don't know. He's certainly at a super high level at what he does. I don't know.
Sorry. Aldridge, on the other hand, is starting to step back a little bit, and it's working for him. Can I open some stuff out, like kind of the way Mark did in Memphis, kind of change his game a little bit?
Well, we always talk about the ability to have all of our big space, right? And those teams that want to park their bigs at the rim for rim protection, hopefully you can make him pay a little bit for that. And yeah, you mentioned Aldridge. He's shooting unbelievable. I think I said yesterday he was 60%. I didn't check the final stats last night, but I think he was like 5 for 7 at one time last night, and then he put up a couple at the end of the shot clock. I'm not quite sure I'm right on that, but something like that. So he was shooting them and making them, and he's been over at a 60% clip, I think, for the last 9 games. So he's taking what's there, and he's showing the ability to do it.
What are you gonna do with Norm tomorrow? I'm presuming.
Norm?
Yeah, presuming we start.
Yeah, I haven't decided yet, Michael. He's back and cleared. I'm gonna think about it a little bit. I'm just not quite ready. Well, they were out here today. Pascal was out here. Mark was out here. Even Fred made a brief appearance, which was a pleasant surprise. Those 2 guys are still listed as questionable. I guess they got to see how it goes after today, how they feel tomorrow. But there's a chance there maybe. I think it's a bit ambitious, but there's a chance.
You guys have been dealing with so many injuries. It's got to be feeling pretty good to start to at least get 90% of the back to being on the court now, right?
Yeah, it was really good today. We actually were running 3 groups of offensive sets. And we hadn't been able to muster up 2 groups for a while, so we took a big step forward there. No, and it's good. It's good just to see, guys back in there and just familiarity with some stuff we haven't run in a long time. And I don't know, it just feels like you're really getting your team maybe prepared to play at a much higher level rather than just survival basketball, right?
Did you get to see some things that maybe you didn't see because of injuries from some of the other guys? Like, I didn't know he could do that well.
I don't know about that specifically, but I think we were able to see. Well, when they're out there so much more, there's so much more film. There's so much more to coach with them. There's just, I don't know, just like let's see if I can think of a specific example. Like Pat McCaw, right? You guys know how much I think of him and his game. But then all of a sudden he started playing 30, 35 minutes a night, and he would play good and then kind of disappear. I talked about that, right? You wouldn't notice him that much. So continue, and then I how about I started calling some plays and put the ball back in his hands so he couldn't, just little things like that you're learning. And again, like it happened the other night late in the game. Like late in the game, we went exclusively to Pat handling down the stretch because, just what the Kyle thing, him handling just wasn't producing there for a stretch, and it was good to see Pat kind of run the show late and get the ball to Serge and kick it to, make plays, and he ends up with 11 assists. So I guess you just get to learn more about what they can do. You see a lot more different situations. You got to keep you got to work a lot more stuff as a coach because you're used to, like, let's say against the zone, flashing Mark in there, and you don't really need much more than that. Well, when Mark isn't there, you're flashing other guys in there, and you got to realize that they flash in better from one side of the floor or the other, or to get there's things that you haven't had to use, and there's things you haven't seen before. So I don't know. I guess that helps you. It's just it is a process and a little bit of a journey, with having all these different guys out there.
I'm sure the 3 guys would like to pick up where they left off. As you mentioned yesterday, they were all playing so well before they got hurt. Do you have to sort of temper their own expectations a little bit, because obviously it's going to take some time for them to work their way back?
Yeah, maybe
much pressure on themselves.
Maybe I think as well. Like maybe I'll learn this from last time. I don't know. We got to see how it plays out. I always some of the best laid plans, right? But I think maybe I had too much expectation last time that they could just go out and resume at 36 minutes or whatever, and maybe that wasn't very smart, right? Like maybe instead of letting them just roll and see how it goes, maybe just give them a bit, and give them a bit more, get them out of there, give them, just almost, dole it out a little smaller, just because, well, what's the rush? you know, what's the rush? Let's get them back and get them in there and ease them into it a little bit if we can.